All right, Pixel fans, get ready for this. We are going deep on the December 2024 Pixel feature drop.
Ooh, exciting.
I know, right? We got Google's official blog post from the keyword published just today, December 5th, 2024,
Oh,
titled December Pixel Drop, New Features for Your Pixel Phone, Tablet, and More. And wow,
they really went all out.
didn't they? So what we are going to do is unpack the most exciting new features, see what they really mean for your Pixel experience, and maybe even uncover a few hidden gems you might have missed.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so let's start with the star of the show, Gemini, Google's AI. Well, it's getting a serious upgrade with this new saved info feature.
Yeah, this one is interesting
Yeah.
because it's not just like adding a new trick. It's Gemini becoming more genuinely personalized. It's like,
Okay.
remember how you're always having to remind Gemini about, say, your dietary
Oh,
preferences?
tell me about it. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, Gemini, find me a recipe, and then tacking on OFA and make it
Yeah.
vegetarian every single time.
Exactly. But now Gemini actually remembers those preferences.
Oh.
Think bigger than recipes, though. It's personalized recommendations across the board. Restaurant shopping, even travel planning.
Okay, that's pretty slick. It's almost like it's learning to anticipate what you need.
Right. It's moving beyond just responding to commands and towards actually understanding your individual needs and habits.
Yeah, so does this mean Gemini is basically becoming like a super-powered personal assistant?
In a lot of ways, yeah. And speaking of power, they're not just stopping at personalization. Gemini is also expanding its capabilities beyond basic chat.
Ooh, now this is where it gets interesting. Give me the details. What can this new and improved Gemini do?
Well, for starters, think smart home control. You can now use Gemini to adjust your lights, change the temperature, even turn on your TV.
Hold on, you're telling me I can just say, hey, Gemini, set the mood for movie night, and it'll handle everything. That's amazing.
Pretty much. But it gets even cooler. Imagine you're feeling a little stressed. You can tell Gemini play some relaxing music on Spotify and it'll queue up a playlist based on your listening history and preferences.
So it's like having a DJ who knows your taste better than you do.
Mm.
I mean, it's already pretty good at music recommendations, but this takes it to a whole new level.
Absolutely. And what's really impressive is the integration with other Google services. Need directions? Just ask Gemini and it'll pull up Google Maps. Have a question about something you're reading? Gemini can scan websites and even summarize information for you.
Okay, that's actually incredibly useful. I mean, how many times have you been reading something and had to open a million tabs to find more information?
All the time. But now it's like having a research assistant built right into your phone.
I love that. And speaking of things we do all the time on our phones, let's talk about those pesky spam calls.
Mm.
We all get them, we all hate them, and it seems like they're getting worse. But maybe, just maybe, Google has finally found a way to fight back with this new Gemini-powered call screen.
Right, they're calling this Gemini Nano, and it's essentially a turbocharged version of the call screen feature you're already familiar with.
So I'm guessing it's not just about screening calls anymore. What's the big difference here?
Well, for one thing, Gemini Nano can suggest contextual replies to unknown callers. So instead of just hitting decline, you might get options like, can you tell them I'm busy? Or ask them to send a text instead.
Oh, that's clever. It's taking the guesswork out of how to deal with those unwanted calls. I like it.
But it goes even further. You can now see a live transcript of the screened call, so you can decide in real time whether you actually want to answer.
Hold on, live transcript. So I can see what the caller is saying before I even pick up the phone.
Yep. No more agonizing over whether it's a legit call or just another telemarketer trying to sell you something you don't need. You can just read the transcript and make an informed decision.
Okay, this is a game changer.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the idea of never having to listen to another robocall ever again, but I also just love the idea of having that extra layer of control and information before I decide to answer a call. And speaking of taking control, what about those of us who are constantly taking screenshots of everything? Is there anything new with Pixel screenshots this time around?
Actually, there is. And this is one of those updates that might seem small on the surface, but it could really change the way you use your phone. Essentially, Pixel Screenshots is becoming your organizational best friend. It will now automatically categorize your screenshots.
Wait, you mean I won't have to scroll through hundreds of random screenshots to find that one thing I'm looking for? Sign me up.
Exactly. It's like having a filing system for all your screenshots, so you can actually find what you need quickly and easily. But it's not just about organization. Pixel Screenshots can now suggest helpful actions based on the content of your screenshots. Say you take a screenshot of a flight confirmation, it might suggest adding it to your calendar or setting a reminder.
So it's not just organizing screenshots, it's actually using them to anticipate what I need to do next. That's pretty cool.
Right. It's about making your phone work smarter, not harder. And it goes even further. You can now add tickets or cards you've screenshotted directly to Google Wallet. No more fumbling around for your boarding pass or that gift card you got for your birthday. It's all right there in your wallet, ready to go.
All right, Google. You're really trying to win my heart with this update, aren't you? This is seriously impressive stuff.
And we've only just scratched the surface. There are so many more cool updates to dive
Well,
into.
in that case, let's take a quick break and come back to explore even more of what this Pixel feature drop has to offer. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. Ready for more?
Absolutely hit me.
Okay. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that might appeal to your inner visual storyteller.
Mm. Okay.
Expressive captions.
Expressive captions. All right, you
Let's
got my attention. What is that all about?
imagine you're watching a live stream, or even just catching up on your friend's latest video message. Now with expressive captions, those captions aren't just static text anymore.
Interesting.
They actually react to the tone and emotion of what's being said.
Wait, really? So, like, if someone's shouting, the captions would be in all caps?
Exactly. Or if someone gasps in surprise, you might see, gasp in the captions.
Wow.
It's all about adding another layer of visual engagement and making those captions feel more dynamic and alive.
That's so cool. I could see that being really fun for things like watching live sports or even just those reaction videos that everyone loves.
Right. It's those little touches that can make a big difference in the viewing experience. But, it's not just about the fun stuff. Google is also serious about making Pixel more accessible and user-friendly for everyone.
And that brings us to Simple View, right?
Yeah.
We touched on it briefly earlier, but I'm curious to hear more.
Yeah, Simple View is a fantastic addition for anyone who needs a little extra help with readability or navigation on their phone. Basically, it increases the font size and touch sensitivity across the board.
So if you have trouble seeing smaller text or tapping those tiny buttons, this is like a built-in solution.
Exactly. It's making Pixel more inclusive and adaptable to different needs and preferences, which is something I really appreciate.
Agreed. It's all about making technology work for you, not the other way around. But let's be honest, we all know safety and security are top of mind these days. So what's Google doing to make Pixel even more secure with this update?
Well, there are several enhancements worth mentioning. One that stands out is Identity Check.
Okay.
This feature is designed to give you an extra layer of protection when you're traveling or in unfamiliar places.
Well, that's interesting. I'm all ears. Travel can be stressful enough without having to worry about someone hacking into your phone.
Yeah.
So how does Identity Check work?
It's pretty clever, actually, when you're in a new location. Identity Check will require your face or fingerprint authentication before any sensitive settings on your phone can be changed.
So things like my password, my PIN, even turning off theft protection features, all of that would require my explicit authorization.
Exactly. It's an extra layer of security to prevent anyone from messing with your settings if your phone is lost or stolen.
Okay, that's a huge relief, especially for those of us who are always on the go. But what about protecting our data while we're online? Any updates on the VPN front?
Actually, yes. There's great news for Pixel tablet users. Google's free built-in VPN, which was previously only available on Pixel phones, is now coming to tablets as well.
Oh, wow. So that means my internet traffic, my messages, all my data is encrypted and protected, even when I'm on a public Wi-Fi network.
That's right. Whether you're browsing shopping or banking online, that extra layer of security is now there for you on your Pixel tablet.
All right, that's a win for sure.
Yeah.
Peace of mind is priceless.
Speaking of peace of mind, there are some significant updates to Pixel Watch's safety features as well.
Oh yeah, the Pixel Watch, it's not just a stylish accessory, it's also becoming quite the safety companion.
Exactly. For starters, Pixel Watch 2 users can now see who's at the door directly from their wrist when they get a notification from their Nest Cam or Nest doorbell.
Hold on, I can actually see a live view of my front porch from my watch.
You got it. And you can even talk to the person at the door all without having to pull out your phone. It's like having a mini security system right on your wrist.
Okay, that's pretty impressive. And I bet it's super convenient for those moments when you can't easily get to your phone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's not just about convenience, it's also about expanding the reach of important health and safety features. Loss of pulse detection, which can automatically contact emergency services if someone's heart stops beating, is now available for Pixel Watch 3 users in Germany and Portugal.
That's amazing. It's incredible how technology can be used to potentially save lives.
It really is. And in Germany, they're also expanding fall detection to all generations of Pixel Watch, and car crash detection is coming to both Pixel phones and Pixel Watch 2 and 3.
It seems like Google's really committed to making these potentially life-saving features more widely available.
Absolutely. And it's not just about adding new features, it's also about making existing features even better. Take the daily readiness algorithm, for example. It's
Yeah.
getting a major upgrade with this feature drop.
Okay, back up for a second.
Oh,
For those of us who aren't fitness experts, remind me what daily readiness is all about.
it's essentially a personalized assessment of how prepared your body is for a workout on any given day. The enhanced algorithm now takes into account even more factors, like your sleep quality, recent activity levels, and even heart rate variability.
So it's not just about how sore my muscles are, it's about getting a more holistic view of my body's readiness to perform.
Exactly. And with this update, it's becoming even more accurate and personalized. It's like having a virtual coach who knows your body better than you do.
That sounds pretty amazing,
Yeah.
especially for someone like me who's always trying to push myself, but also knows the importance of listening to my body. So if daily readiness is telling me to take it easy, I'm definitely going to listen.
That's the idea. It's about optimizing your training and preventing burnout. And to further help you reach your fitness goals, they've also introduced two new tools, cardio load and target load.
Those sound intriguing. What are they all about?
Well, cardio load helps you understand the impact of your cardio workouts on your body. It measures the intensity and volume of your activity, giving you a clearer picture of how much strain you're putting on your cardiovascular system.
So it's not just about tracking how many miles I've run, it's about understanding how that run actually affects my body.
Precisely. And that's where target load comes in. Based on your fitness level and training history, it suggests a target range for your cardio load, helping you stay on track and make progress toward your goals.
So it's like having a personalized training plan that's tailored to my individual needs and abilities.
You got it. And what's even more exciting is that these features, which were initially launched with the Pixel Watch 3, are now being extended to earlier Pixel Watch models and even some Fitbit devices.
That's fantastic. It really shows Google's commitment to making health and fitness technology more accessible to a wider range of users. But it's not just about the big flashy features. There are a lot of smaller but equally important updates in this feature drop that really enhance the overall Pixel experience.
Right, those little details that can make a big difference in how we interact with our devices on a daily basis, like the updates to Pixel screenshots, for example.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
It's now more organized and even suggests helpful actions based on the content of your screenshots. I'm really looking forward to trying that out.
And for those who love expressing themselves visually, there are some fun updates to Emoji Kitchen in Gboard.
Emoji Kitchen. That's where you can create those crazy emoji mashups, right?
Exactly. Well, they've made it even better with improved navigation, so it's easier to find the perfect emoji combination for those moments when a single emoji just won't cut it.
Because sometimes you need a hard-eyed cat with a taco to truly convey your feelings right. I love that Google embraces that sense of playfulness. It makes their devices feel more approachable and fun.
Agreed. And speaking of approachability, let's not forget about those audio updates. The Recorder app is getting a major boost with noise reduction capabilities.
Oh yeah, that's huge. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to record something important like a lecture or an interview, and there's been so much background noise that it's almost impossible to hear what's being said.
Right. Well, with this update, the Recorder app can now automatically reduce that noise and distraction, making it much easier to focus on the speaker's voice.
That's a game changer for students, journalists, podcasters, anyone who relies on clear audio recordings.
And for those of you who are always on the hunt for new music, there's a small but delightful update to now playing. Remember how it can identify songs playing around you?
Of course. It saved me from so many "what song is this" moments.
Well, now, in addition to identifying the song, Now Playing will also display the album art for each song in your history.
Oh, that's a nice touch. It's like having a visual diary of all the songs you've encountered. I love that attention to detail.
Me too. And it just goes to show that Google is thinking about every aspect of the user experience, from the big features to the small but delightful touches.
It really does feel like they thought of everything this time.
I think so. And with that, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive. What are your overall impressions so far?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I knew Google was going to deliver some cool new features, but this feels like a whole new level of thoughtfulness and innovation.
Yeah.
It's about making Pixel more than just a phone or a tablet. It's about making it an extension of your needs, your preferences, your life.
I couldn't have said it better myself. And there's still more to come. Stay with us as we explore even more hidden gems and discuss the larger implications of this feature drop for the future of the Pixel ecosystem.
We are back, and ready for the final part of our deep dive into this Pixel feature drop.
Yeah,
It's been amazing so far.
it really has.
I, for one, am very excited about the future of Pixel after seeing all this.
Me too. It's really impressive.
So you mentioned before the break that there were still some more, like, hidden gems
Oh, yeah,
to uncover.
definitely.
What else did Google sneak in here?
Well, there are a few updates that, while seemingly minor, really show that Google is focused on a seamless and integrated ecosystem.
Okay, I like it.
Like, for example, have you noticed how much easier it is to use Pixel Studio stickers?
You mean those quirky stickers you can add to photos and videos?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love them, but honestly, I don't use them as much as I could because it always felt like a hassle to, switch apps or copy and paste.
Exactly. But now you can send Pixel Studio stickers straight from your Gboard keyboard.
Hold on, really?
Yeah.
No more app switching?
Nope.
That's awesome. I love those stickers.
Yeah, it's all about like streamlining those micro interactions and making it easier to express yourself visually no matter what app you're using.
Love that. Small tweaks, big difference.
Yeah.
And speaking of expressing ourselves, what about Emoji Kitchen? Any updates there?
Oh, Google couldn't resist adding some spice to Emoji Kitchen.
Right.
They actually improved the navigation, so it's even easier to find the perfect emoji mashup,
Yeah, because sometimes a single emoji just doesn't cut it.
Right.
You need that, hard-eyed cat riding a unicorn with a pizza slice to really get your point across.
Exactly. It's all about giving people the tools to be creative and have fun with their digital communication.
And let's not forget about the accessibility enhancements. We talked about Simple View earlier, but it's worth highlighting again. I'm really impressed with how Google is making Pixel more inclusive for everyone.
Yeah, Simple View is huge for folks who need a little extra help with readability or navigation. Larger fonts, increased touch sensitivity, it can make a world of difference.
So important for technology to adapt to our needs and not the other way around.
For sure.
And it's clear that Google is making a real effort to make sure Pixel is accessible to as many people as possible.
I agree. It really shows their commitment to creating technology that serves humanity.
Yeah, and as we're wrapping up this deep dive,
Yeah.
one thing that really stands out to me is this overarching theme of personalization.
It's everywhere.
It really is, from Gemini learning our preferences to Simple View, adjusting the display to our needs. Google is laser focused on making Pixel feel like an extension of ourselves.
It's like they're saying, we want your Pixel to be as unique as you are.
It is. It's about creating a truly personalized digital experience that reflects who we are, how we live our lives.
And I think that's going to be more and more important as technology keeps evolving.
Absolutely. It's exciting to see how Google is leading the way. This Pixel feature drop is proof that they're not just adding bells and whistles. They're really thinking about how technology can improve our lives.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, this has been fantastic.
Yeah, it has.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty good about the future of Pixel.
Me too. Very optimistic.
And that's going to do it for our deep dive into this December 2024 Pixel feature drop. If you want even more detail,
Oh, yeah.
be sure to check out the full article on the keyword.
Google's official blog.
And of course, let us know what you think. What feature are you most excited to try? What surprised you? Let us know in the comments.
Looking forward to hearing from you.
Until next time, happy exploring the world of Pixel.